three of us.
Agatha Christie's Belgian sleuth is back.
Molly, may I introduce Monsieur Hercule Poirot, the famous detective?
Ah, funny little fellow, aren't you?
It is reported that I am the most famous detective in England.
He has his own methods about it.
I don't want method, I want action.
Without you, Poirot, he sees everything and he forgets nothing.
Agatha Christie's Poirot on Mystery.
Fellow citizens, we cannot escape history.
Woke up this morning with my mind set on freedom and
Wednesday night at 8:30.
I noticed.
This is gripping stuff. Hello, I'm Bill Pierce. You deserve a break in this movie after a full hour. Dr. Zhivago, a movie brought back with membership support. We're taking this break, one more, to help WXXI, and you can help right now by calling 454-6300. I'm sorry, we're really wrapped up in this movie. Volunteers are here ready to take your membership pledge at 454-6300. I apologize for that technical difficulty we had about 20 minutes ago. Wouldn't you know it, in a great movie like Dr. Zhivago, but 2 more hours to go. We know you're caught up into it. It'll take you a little while to stagger to the phone, but do go there and make the call and make a membership pledge right now. Membership dollars made this outstanding special movie for you available tonight. And you can help make outstanding movies like this available with a membership pledge at 454-6300. If you're calling from Canada, we know we have Canadian viewers, the area code is 716. Back to the movie in a couple minutes. Nancy Brush.
You know, Dr. Zhivago hasn't been shown in this area in years, and so WXXI thought we're going to go out and we're going to buy it especially for you, our viewers. So do call us at 454-6300. We're taking our first call right now. The reason we're here is a very good reason. We're here to ask for your support. As you know, WXXI has had a very difficult year. We lost about $850,000 last year from the state of New York, and we've just heard that we're about to lose another $200,000 in next year's fiscal year. So we have to come directly to you, our viewers, to help make up some of that support. Now, we know you can do it. You've been wonderful all year. We had a special membership last August. We've done well all year so far. We've been able to restore some of the programming that we had cut, but we do need your support. I know there's a level to fit every single pocketbook. All you have to do is choose one. You can start at the $500 level, the $300 level, any level that suits your pocketbook. But pick a level right now. Give us a call. We're only asking you for pocket change. That $90 level is only 25 cents. Give us a call right now. We need your support. Beth Teal?
This is great. We're taking 3 pledges of support right now. And I hope you're on the way to the phone, calling 454-6300 as well. Doesn't this film bring back wonderful memories? Laura's theme played, honestly, at the romantic part of every single junior high and high school dance I ever went to. It was a part of my growing up. If you're seeing it for the first time, you'll want to be able to keep this kind of music with you for a long, long time. And that's why, as our thank you gift during this particular membership drive, we have the soundtrack from the original movie version, the one you're watching tonight. Soundtrack at the cassette for the $60 level of membership, and it's in a compact disc at the $90 level. That's our way of saying thank you for calling 454-6300 and making that pledge of support. Our volunteers will tell you how you can pay for that. It's easy. Visa, MasterCard, Discover Card, electronic funds transfer, the installment plan. We'll bill you once, whatever you want to do, whatever works for your pocketbook. Call now. Bill?
Okay, we've gotten over that last tense scene, and now we're ready to take your call at 454-6300, area code 716. Call us collect if you're making a pledge. How important is membership support? Here's how important it is. Membership is over 55% of the annual support of this station. There's a pie chart that explains it very clearly. Underwriting, auctions, private support. You don't see much other support in there. It's local private support. WXXI-TV it's the only locally owned television station in the Rochester area. This is a community station. Board of Trustees are right here. Policymakers for the station. Decisions are made right here, and you're part of that decision when you become a member. Call now and make that pledge at whatever level. 17 cents a day is a family level of membership. Is this movie worth 17 cents? 454-6300. Make that call right now. The volunteers are ready to take your call. Nancy Brush.
Bill, we are taking a few calls, but we haven't heard from you yet. So you do have time. We have about another 3 minutes before we're going right back. And I have a special enticement for you to become a member this evening. We have the book, Dr. Zhivago. This is at the $90 level. This is the wonderful epic novel by Boris Pasternak. In the tradition of Russian epic novels, if you don't have it in your library, you should have, and you can enjoy it over and over again. This was written in 1957. And it was not allowed to be read in Russia until 1987. As a matter of fact, Pasternak won a Nobel Prize, but he won it in 1958, and he was not allowed to accept it. So here we are reliving the Russian Revolution, and now there's another revolution in Russia. It's a fascinating time in history. This is a wonderful book. It can be yours at the $90 level. Join us. Join the WXXI family. Let's hear from you right now. Beth Teal.
And if you're new to WXXI, if perhaps Dr. Zhivago brought you to us, perhaps you're not familiar with our membership levels. We suggest these, but of course you can make up one of your own, whatever suits your pocketbook. At the $36 level of membership, the WXXI program guide comes your way once a month, and the thank you gifts start at $60. Our volunteers will run down the entire list of all of those levels, plus the benefits attached to them. But if you remember this film back from its theatrical release days, you'll remember the intermission that happened exactly at this moment. The music in the sound bed that you're hearing right now while we speak is from the intermission, and even that intermission music is available for $60 and $90 as our thank you gift around Dr. Zhivago. No time like the present to make the membership call support. Bill?
Great movies alone are worth your membership support. This is the February program guide, and if you already have it, that means you're a member. But coming up on Thursday, well, Zhivago tonight, Intermezzo, right after Dr. Zhivago. On the 20th of February, Two Women, and Split Image on the 27th. Spellbound, what a classic that was, and Great Expectations, back-to-back movies on Thursday the 27th. These are the kind of movies you can expect on WXXI week in and week out, and membership support makes it possible. If you're a movie fan, then you ought to be contributing. If you're already a member, thank you. Consider an upgrade or additional gift tonight, and call now at 454-6300. We'd like to hear from everybody in the 13-county area that this station in Rochester provides programming for, and we'd like to hear from our Canadian viewers, too. We know that Dr. Zhivago is a one-time only. I guess it's one classic. It's won just about every award you can think of. And I vaguely remembered it. It's been a long time since I saw it, and it really brings back memories tonight. 454-6300. Let's hear it now. Nancy, wrap it up.
Okay, Bill, we do have a special. I mentioned the book at the $90 level. We have a special at the $120 level. You can have either the CD or the cassette that Beth was talking about, plus the book. We've had some wonderful support this evening, and you have about 30 seconds to go to the phone. We're going right back to this marvelous novel. And isn't it a perfect night for it? Kind of a snowy night here. You're curled up at home enjoying this wonderful movie. Take a minute. Call us right now, 716-454-6300. We're going right back to Dr. Zhivago. Enjoy it.
Thank you, thank you.
Hello, what a powerful movie. The historic events, the beautiful scenery, and those faces. Aren't they wonderful? Hi, I'm Nancy Brush. We're taking just a few minutes, just a very short break in this marvelous movie to invite you to become a member of WXXI. You know, it's member support that made this movie possible. Membership is what has kept WXXI alive and strong for 25 years and bringing you wonderful programs such as this movie. It really is an epic, and it's amazing that we're seeing the beginning of the Russian Revolution and communism, and we've just lived through the end of it. It's an interesting time we live in. But it's been a difficult time for WXXI, and that's why we're here. We're asking you to pledge your support to make programs like this possible. We're the only public broadcasting station in Rochester, and we hope that you believe that we deserve your support. It's a two-way street. We bring you the programs you want. You help us support them. Give us a call right now at 454-6300. We have volunteers standing by to take your call. We'd like to take 25 pledges of support during this break. And I think we have one coming in, right, Beth?
I'm sure we do. And that's the nice thing about membership drives in WXXI. There is something nice, you're asking? Yes, there is. So many times your evenings are interrupted by telemarketing phone calls that ask you to contribute to whatever worthy cause, starting you out at some level like $500, and you're grateful to get away for paying $25. But with this and public broadcasting, the phone call comes from you. It's your initiative and nobody else's that makes membership drives possible. That's why when you call, our volunteers, who are very well practiced in this particular ritual, will take a minute and a half of your time. They'll ask you your name, your address, and the level at which you'd like to pledge, the level that you choose, not one that they choose for you. But the first step is calling 454-6300, and don't forget that our volunteers would be happy to send you along the cassette at $60 level of membership or the compact disc at $90 with the soundtrack from tonight's Dr. Zhivago. But first you've got to call 454-6300. Bill?
We have taken 3 calls toward that goal of 25 for this break. Folks, we need to hear from you. Dr. Zhivago was an expensive movie, is an expensive movie. I think we have another play for it. Maybe we'll get it on this summer sometime, but right now we've brought it back with membership support from folks just like you. Call it 454-6300. The area code is 716. If you're calling from Canada, call us collect. You know the situation. You've heard it from us before. We took a huge cut from New York State this past year and another $200,000 this year. So over the period of basically 1 year, although it's in 2 budgets, $1 million shortfall for WXXI television and radio and Reach Out Radio, the reading service for the blind. You know you can help. We don't expect to make it back tonight, but we expect to start to make it back now. 454-6300. At the $90 sponsor level, that's 25 cents a day. 25 cents a day. The hardbound copy of Boris Pasternak's Dr. Zhivago. Our gift to you at the $90 sponsor level. Call now. Put this in your library if you don't already have it. We have a couple of minutes before we go back to another hour, another unrelieved hour. Nancy Brush.
Thanks, Bill. You know, it's really only pennies a day to support WXXI. You can see it right there. 17 cents a day for that $60 family level membership. Now, you've been watching this wonderful movie, and tonight it's a little different than it usually is here at WXXI because we have interrupted the movie. We've done it because we need you. You heard Bill tell you we've taken terrific cuts from the state. We need membership support to keep us strong and growing. Usually you see these movies uninterrupted. Tonight is different, as I said, because it's a very, very important moment in WXXI's history, as it is in the history of Russia in this movie. We are facing some very difficult times, and we're depending on you. It's really a matter of trust. We put the programs on the air that we think you'll enjoy, and we trust you to pay for them. It may be kind of a crazy way to do a business, but it's been working for us for a long time. Do call us, 454-6300. If you've enjoyed the movie, you've got the best seat in the house. Give us a call. We still need about probably 15 calls on our way to that 25 goal. Beth?
I understand that about 75% of us watch WXXI on cable. And do you realize that if you have perhaps one premium service, you're spending about $1 a day keeping cable coming into your home? Cable's great. We all enjoy that wonderful richness of choice. But WXXI offers you so much week in and week out at a whole lot less. We're hoping you can find time in your pocketbook, room in your pocketbook, to include WXXI. And if you can afford to do it at the $120 level of membership, then we have a special thank you gift, specific for Dr. Zhivago fans. The book that Bill Pierce showed you, and your choice of the compact disc or the cassette from the soundtrack of Dr. Zhivago. So if $120 fits into your enjoyment, your use of television, your pocketbook, this is the place to call, 454-6300. Bill?
And let me just remind the viewers, Beth, that not one penny of that cable money comes to WXXI, even though all those cable companies carry WXXI, and we're grateful for that. We don't get any revenue from those cable companies who are carrying Dr. Zhivago tonight. Membership dollars made it possible. Your membership dollars, if you're a member, thank you. If you're not, call now and make that pledge. We heard from Pavilion, Batavia, Shortsville, and several Rochester zip codes, as well as Penfield and Brighton. So if your town isn't in the mix tonight, call us with your pledge of support. You know, this station has been here now a little over 25 years, and we've confounded the skeptics who said, how are you going to run a television station without commercials? Well, we've been doing it for 25 years. This year, a few sudden cuts, though, made it a little touch and go. But many of you have come through with additional gifts or upgrades of your membership, and that helps tremendously. We can surmount this shortfall that we've taken with your help and continue to bring you outstanding movies like Dr. Zhivago. 454-6300. Call us wherever you are. Let's hear from Canada tonight, because we know this is a movie, and a great movie, and Canadians love great movies like this. Back to Dr. Zhivago, Boris Pasternak's classic.
Stay with us. Zhivago does get back to WXXI, but this is our last break, our last membership appeal to you during this particularly wonderful program. I'm Beth Teal here in the studios with Bill Pierce, Nancy Brush, and some wonderful volunteers waiting to take membership pledges of support from you. 34,000 people in our community have already done that this year. They've sent in their contributions to bring you programs like Dr. Zhivago week in and week out. Now it's your chance. With this last break, we'll allow you to watch the end of the movie, that gripping end, in peace. And we won't be back with another membership drive in quite some time. But right now it is to you that we're speaking. You're enjoying this program. We're hoping now that you will help support it and keep programs like this coming for year after year after year. WXXI means a lot to this community, and we're giving a lot back to you tonight. Let's hear from you at 454-6300, you, and let's say 24 others. Give us a call. Bill?
Yes, we took advantage of this wonderful special, Dr. Zhivago, to appeal to you for your membership support. If you're already a member, thank you. Consider an upgrade or an additional gift right now at 454-6300. If you call in at the $90 sponsor level, a CD of all the music of this great film epic classic. And I think we can call it a classic because films like Dr. Zhivago don't come along. Or the cassette at the family level of membership, which is $60. 454-6300, the soundtrack from this movie on the cassette or CD at the family level or at the sponsor level of membership. I want to make sure we thank the the volunteers taking your calls tonight. John Karp, David Cruikshank, Evelyn Etter, Yvonne and Donald White, Stan Hazen, Frank Ross, Jim and Shelley Cherka, and Carolyn Schiff. Those are the volunteers who've given up their night to take your calls. Now put them to work. 454-6300. Nancy Brush.
That's right. Do put them to work. Give us a call right now with your pledge of support. It's been a wonderful movie so far, and that wonderful ending is yet to come. I don't know about you, but I've really been caught up in the drama and the immensity of this whole story. Now, how about supporting WXXI, and how do you go about doing that? Well, you pick up the phone and call 454-6300, and you pledge at a particular level. I'm sure there's a level to fit your pocketbook, and there they are. The $90 level is only 25 cents a day. Really, it's only pocket change that we're talking about here. You probably put 75 cents, $1 away on your bureau at night, just out of your pocket. How about pledging that to WXXI? And again, at that $90 level, we'll be happy to give you the book, the Dr. Zhivago book by Boris Pasternak, his epic novel. It can be yours at the $90 level. And Bill mentioned the cassette and the CD. How about a bargain? The book and the cassette or the CD for $120. But none of that's going to happen until you call. We're waiting to hear from you at 454-6300. Beth?
And we have a wonderful spring in store for you. I know we're all dying for spring, but we have heard from PBS of the fantastic recent theatrical offerings that we're going to be able to bring to you at home. The very recent Henry V, the very recent Rosencrantz and Guildenstern Are Dead with Richard Dreyfuss, and Kevin Kline's really spectacular treatment of Hamlet. All of these coming your way thanks to member support. So you can see that your money is put to very, very good use. Use that you care about. If you saw those films in the theater, you want to see them again, and if you missed them, here they are. Free broadcast television coming directly into your home. And the way to say, I'd like to see more of this, is by making a vote of support. We do listen. We hear how many people pledge around films like Dr. Zhivago, and how many people care about movies. Maybe you have, some people don't. Well, let's hear from those of you who do at 454-6300. Bill?
The conclusion for Dr. Zhivago in just a couple more minutes, but you have plenty of time to call and give one of our volunteers your name and address and the amount of your pledge. It's that easy. Put it on your Visa or MasterCard or Discover card, and then you know you can pay it off at your leisure. At the $60 family level of membership and above, just tell the volunteer you'd like to put it on the installment plan, and we'll send you a reminder quarterly throughout the year. If you're calling at the sponsor level of membership or at the higher levels, we'll send you the thank you gift anyway right away, even though you haven't finished making your payments. We have faith in you. The station was built on faith on the fact that community would support a public broadcasting station like this one. And so far, you've done beautifully. We've taken a couple big hits this past year, and we need to now pick it up a little bit. We've heard from Henrietta, Newark, Canandaigua, Walworth, Geneva, Fairport, Honeoye Falls, and Pittsford. As usual, Wayne County comes through. That's Walworth and Newark out there, and Henrietta, Canandaigua, and Geneva down in Ontario County. So it looks like everybody's jumping in. Now let's hear from you. Nancy Brush.
Okay, we haven't heard from you, so we are waiting, and we're only going to be here another couple of minutes. You know, there's a big difference between WXXI and the commercial stations. We only come to you 3 times a year on WXXI and ask for your support. And the difference is that the commercial stations air about 16.7% of their time as advertising. Those are the commercials. You can see right there, we come to you less than 1% of our broadcast day, of our broadcast year is spent in this kind of membership pledge effort. And it's very important that we do come to you because you are the public in public broadcasting. We do our business very differently than the commercial networks do. The networks produce the programs, they sell the advertising, and then they pay their affiliate stations to broadcast those programs. Well, at PBS it's quite different. The local stations help PBS decide what to buy and produce, and then we go about raising the money to help pay for it. That's why we're here, to raise the money to help pay for the programming that you enjoy. Give us a call. We've got some phones ringing now. We have a little action going right back to the program, but we still have time to hear from you. Beth?
You know, public broadcasting is one of the very things that you can get for free. Certainly if you saw Dr. Zhivago when it first came out, perhaps you paid $2.50 or $3 to see it. Now, if you were to go to the movies and see it, it would be $6, $7, $8. And at WXXI, we have no such thing as a ticket taker. We can't find out who you are or what you're watching, and we can't extract money from you to help support the programming. It is strictly on the honor system. It's entirely up to you, and according to 34,000 people, it's an investment worth making. And we're looking to you to be the very next person to make that call. We're going to continue to take pledges during the remaining minutes of Dr. Zhivago, and I hope yours will be the very next one. It's a great thing to do together as a family. Become a family member at the $60 level or a family member in name only. You choose the level and do it as the responsible thing to do, paying for the film that you just saw. The number's 454-6300, and we want to thank all the folks who called in tonight, and now we're looking forward to hearing from you. This is WXXI-TV, Rochester.